Hello, and welcome to another update video on SUI. So, as we're approaching, we have approached a new month, actually, as we're starting a new month, and with Coinbase actually expecting an altcoin season to kick off this month, it's interesting to take a look at the charts who are potentially close to reversing, because SUI is, hold on, didn't want to do that. SUI is currently in a support zone, right? SUI is currently in this support zone for a wave 2. There is absolutely zero evidence that SUI has actually bottomed. So the question is, where would be a likely low, or where does SUI have a chance to find support in this correction? Because it is currently classed as a wave 2 correction from an Elliott wave point of view, which means it could set the stage for the next larger rally in a third wave. But condition is that we're actually holding the $2.64 level. See, what we don't want in any wave 2, which by the way started here around the 27th, 28th of July, we don't want in a wave 2 the price to actually break below the 78.6 retrace level. Yeah, no break below 265, please. Yeah, this is what should be avoided. Any break below it would indicate too much weakness, and we would have to zoom out and then start to assume that, okay, maybe this wave 2 never finished. That would be somewhat problematic, because this move up looks more like a 5-wave move, in my view. Well, you can call it 3. We did that before, right? It's just that it doesn't really look so much like a B wave, because in the white scenario, then this would be A wave, B wave, C wave. Even in this scenario, if that happened, and this wave 2 would kind of move over here, in this, what would be a C wave then, we don't need to break below the A wave low, which will make this very difficult to track. It means we're jumping a wave degree below $2.64. Yeah, at least this becomes more likely. The formal invalidation point is the June low, by the way, at 230. But because the B wave, if this is even the case, did overshoot, right? The C wave might actually end above the A wave low. That will make it tricky. So the immediate focus is on this 1-2-1-2 pattern and this support area. But yeah, this correction is still draining, still unfolding. But you see the downside momentum at the moment, at least, is weaker than what we saw here in my view. Yeah, the angle is less steep. Now that can change, right? But so far the bulls are still there. They try to hold support, and we even have a reaction to the 50% retracement, but not a convincing reaction yet. Not a convincing upside reaction yet. So further downside appears likely, with next support levels at $3.07, $2.95. But if a deeper correction is unfolding, and deeper correction might be needed, depending on what the crypto sector as a whole does, 273 to 264 are very important levels to watch. Now, for a first indication, really, that a low of sorts has formed, we need to see a break above the green line here around $3.87. Obviously, 353 is the next swing high. Getting above that would be an early signal that a low of sorts has formed. But then $3.88, all these previous swing highs here, and the B wave high, that would be a better signal that a low is formed. Until then, further downside appears to be the path of least resistance. Price needs to stabilize. There's currently no sign that we've completed the correction. If we see any micro 5-wave move up, you will of course hear that here first. 5-wave move translation is that we're getting a sequence of higher highs and higher lows. Yeah, haven't happened yet. So I'll keep you updated about this. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, I invite you to join us on X for additional updates, chart updates, news, much more. Check it out. Feel free to follow us here for additional updates. See you over there. The link, by the way, is in the description and the comment section. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.